How to mark on a map just the postcodes using Google Maps. Have two columns. You have to have your postcodes in one, and I just wrote country and I put in Australia. Do that. You can have other items, that's fine, but probably try and make the spreadsheet as small as possible to allow the memory of Google to draw it in. Save that file somewhere. I've just saved mine on the desktop, so I'll just click save. I just close that. Now go into Google. Now I'm already logged in. Make sure you're logged in. You'll see yourself over here. Click on Google, go to Maps. You get a little menu up the top here. Click on the menu and go to Your Places. This will only show if you're logged in. Your Places. Now whatever you have, you should have a few little menus up the top here. Click on Maps. Don't worry about these. I've just created these as a test. Click on Create Maps. Now you're trying to trick Google into making sure you've got the right country. So now you import the spreadsheet you've done, and that's our spreadsheet. I've saved it on the desktop. So import that. It'll upload for a moment. And pick both, your postcode and your country. You try to make sure that Google knows where to look. If you don't click country, it'll actually put it in the USA. So click continue, and just use the postcode as a place mark to start with. You could have other things, you could have address or whatever you've pulled in, but normally I'm just pulling in two items off the spreadsheet. Just click finish, and hopefully you'll have up, come on the screen, we'll map the postcodes on an Australian map, which is done here. I'll show mine, and you can play all you like, but that should, if you shrink the map down a little bit, you'll have a lovely map that looks like that, or even smaller. And after a good bit of practice, you'll realise that all the postcodes from all over Australia will be there. If you do one of the world, then it'll post them from all over the world. The only issue there is you might have to do two maps. Leave all the Australian ones off and post all the other country ones if you want to do that. If you want to change something, you want to update something, you can open your data table and you can change something. Here the postcode 35 doesn't exist, so I just turned to 30, it should be Melbourne, just to give you an idea, and that will now correct it. It won't have a mark there, and if I go in close, you can see now, I presume somewhere, marked on the map, and I'm not going to look, but you'll realise that this postcode here, or it might be 3000, it's pulled in something that we don't have, that's why. Alright, thank you. Have a go.